Okay, dreamy. I need a vacuum, a robot vacuum, a good one. Let's check them out. What do we got here? The L60 looks good. Okay, we have an L60 Ultra, L60 Pro Ultra, L60 Ultra PE, Ultra FE. What's happening? Dreamy. 4 robots. Okay, they have all almost identical names and also overlapping specs. I've absolutely no idea which one to actually pick. Dreamy, what's going on? Yeah, that was my genuine reaction when I was looking at Dreamy's L60 lineup, and I understand every person out there that has no clue what all of these short codes should mean and which one they should get. But that's why we are here after that video. You will be an expert or a salesperson that can sell one of these robots to anyone, or at least I try to make you to one of these. But at least you should know which one of these is the right pick for your environment, for your home and your budget, of course. So let's not waste any more time and jump right into it, I would say. But before we dive into the individual robots, let's quickly establish what all 4 of them actually have in common. All 4 are vacuum and mop combos with a self-cleaning base station, meaning the robot's dustbin gets emptied automatically and the debris is stored in a larger container inside the base. The mop pads are cleaned using the Dreamy calls the Thermo Hub self-cleaning system, which uses hot water of up to 100 degrees Celsius to wash and prep the mops for the next cleaning run. And across all models, the mop pads are only attached when actually needed. So if the robot is doing a vacuum only run, it decouples the mops and leaves them back at the base station. Also standard across the lineup, an extendable side brush and extendable mop pads, so the robot can actually reach into corners and tight spaces properly. So the very important part is here you're not choosing between a good and a bad robot. Here you're choosing between how much power and how much intelligence you need in your home. And here's the hierarchy from entry level to flagship. The L60 Ultra FE is the base model. The Ultra PE is the step up with smarter obstacle avoidance. The L60 Ultra is the ultra slim precision model, and the L60 Pro Ultra is the flagship, where we also built the video around it. So that means we're going to start at the top and work our way down, because once you understand what the Pro Ultra does, everything else makes a lot more sense, in my opinion, or that's how I wanted to structure that video. So let's do that. Let's talk about the Ultra 60 Pro. And yeah, normally we do a full unboxing here, but since we have a lot of ground to cover, I'm going to keep it short. And honestly, across all 4 models, the box contents are more or less the same. You get the robot with all its parts, cables, and the cleaning solution is included. So let's not waste more time on that. But what actually makes the Pro Ultra the Pro Ultra? First thing worth mentioning is the Pro Leap system. These are retractable robotic legs that let the robot cross obstacles up to 8.8 centimeters high. And just to be clear, we are not talking about climbing actual staircases here, but if you have smaller level changes in your home, this handles them without any issues. So higher carpets or some smaller stairs like that, no problem at all. Looking at navigation, the Pro Ultra has a feature that's actually pretty fun to watch. It's called VersaLift. It can physically retract its LiDAR module, that's the little tower on top of the robot, whenever it needs to. The LiDAR sensor raises up in the open areas for a full 360-degree view of the room and then lowers itself down to just 8.9 centimeters to slide under low furniture. So you get both in the same robot, maximum obstacle crossing and low profile navigation. On top of that, it combines dual laser 3D structured light with an AI RGB camera and an LED lighting to recognize over 280 object types, and that works in low light conditions too, so not just in a bright room. When it comes to suction, we are at 35,000 PAs of suction power, paired with the Hyperstring Detangling Duo Brush, which should, according to Dreamy, handle strands up to 30 centimeters long without tangling. Couldn't test that here because nobody has that long hair in a house with pads or long hair. That actually matters and makes a big difference. But let's mop over to the mopping part. And there we have some dual Omni scrub pads. And if there's a stubborn spot that didn't fully come off on the first pass, the robot detects that and goes back over it automatically. And so no input needed from you. Battery is a solid 6400 milliamp hours, and honestly, in my experience, that number matters less than you think, because these robots always know how much charge they need to make it back to the base, top up, and just continue where they left off. But either way, biggest battery in the lineup here. So, as you can imagine, the Pro Ultra is for large homes. And homes with mixed flooring, complex layouts, multiple rooms, pet hair, anything that would stop a cheaper robot in its track, this is where the Pro Ultra feels right at home. So if that sounds like your place, this one is the one to go. And yeah, we can end this video and just get the most expensive one. But now let's talk about the changes from the cheaper or the more affordable models compared to the Ultra. So the first step down model, when you want to call it like that, is the L60 Ultra PE. And the difference are more specific than you might expect, because it's not that easy. The Pro Leap system is gone. No robotic legs here. You are back to standard ground clearance. So the Pro Ultra's dual laser structure, light with 280 object recognition, gets replaced with a 3D adept obstacle avoidance, which recognizes only 220 obstacles. Still solid, but of course a step down. Suction also drops from 35,000 to 30,000, which is most of the time more than enough for every home. But yeah, I'm just telling you what's the difference, so don't come at me. What you get? The PE still has the Hyperstream detangling duo brush, so you have the same anti-tangling system in place as in the flagship model, and it has smart dirt detection, which identifies heavily soiled zones, mid-clean, triggers extra cleaning passes automatically, yada yada yada, as you heard before. So if the Pro Ultra is over your budget, but you still want intelligent obstacle avoidance and you don't have extreme floor complexity, the Ultra PE is a strong choice here. So you get most of the intelligent systems to navigate your home at a noticeable lower price point. Next up, the L60 Ultra and Ultra FE. So the Ultra, without anything else, takes a different approach than the rest of the lineup. So this is really a special one. You can say somehow like how the Pro Ultra is built to climb. This one is built to go low. So this is the slimmest one in the whole lineup. So it's only 3.23 inches tall. And yeah, as said, it's the slimmest models in the series. So this is really something you want to have if you have a lot of furniture that has a small gap and where, yeah, all the other robots can't even fit in there. Navigation runs on DREAME's latest 2026 sensor technology, so you also get the most advanced, or at least newest technology in that one. Sounds confusing, just the way it is. AI enhanced 3D time of flight vision with an AI camera. Make out of it whatever you want. Accurate in low light conditions, which matters precisely because it's going under furniture where light doesn't always reach. Suction is at 35,000 PA of suction. So we have the same suction power here as in the Pro Ultra flagship model. It also has smart dirt detection, Hyperstream Duo Brush 2.0, and supports Meta, Apple Watch, and home screen app shortcuts. So if this is something that is important for you, you have your robot. So if your home has a lot of low furniture and wants the slimmest robot that can still clean thoroughly, the Ultra is the one. And the Ultra FE is the honest entry point. But I want to make clear that this is not just a compromise, so this isn't really just, yeah, the leftover tech built in. No, this is still a very solid vacuum robot you can get. You have also the 30,000 PA of suction, 3-cut brush 3.0, dual flex arm, fully automated dock with 100-degree mop cleaning. Everything the L60 platform has to offer is also in this base model. So if you are just about the cleaning from those robots, you get the same power and intensity right here in this base model, in this FE model. What it doesn't have is an advanced obstacle avoidance or the Pro Leap system, also missing here. And navigation is a single laser smart pathfinding instead of the multi-sensor system, which you find higher up in the lineup. But if you have a smaller home and not such a complex layout overall, and you tend to clean up before you let the robot do its job, so there's no garbage flying around in your flat, in your house, on the floor, then this model is probably totally fine and enough for you. And you're not paying for features you probably don't need because you don't have any gaps, you don't have complex floor situations, you don't have anything to climb over or stuff like that. So it's a perfectly fine and well capable robot vacuum here. So that was a lot of information, and here we have all of them side by side now. Starting with the FE up to the Pro. You heard what's the difference. You have solid performance across the field and more or less the same features when it comes to cleaning, because we have a mop vacuum combination that is very powerful, and we have a base station that cleans the mop, the whole unit, and also the mops get left behind when you just want to make a vacuum only run. Happens in every model. As you heard, it depends on your environments or your requirements, or yes, if you just want to have the best. It's easy these days to compare vacuums to smartphones. Crazy times we live in, because this is quite similar to your regular smartphone release. So we have the most maxed out Ultra model with the most intelligence on board, the most sensors and the most sophisticated Uber feature like this robotic leg that retracts and stuff like that. And then overall you have the same performance to the entry model of a series. So if you want to go all in, like with an iPhone 900 Ultra Max Pro, then this is the one. So this is also gives you the peace of mind. You get the best of the best and all the greatest tech DREAME has to offer in this lineup. But on the other hand, if you say, I prefer a little bit of a more affordable model and don't need something that can go below low furniture, because I don't have any low furniture. It's the same here in the office. We don't really have something where a design like this really matters. So as you remember, the Ultra model without any other shortcode is the one that is by design that low. So this one has the retractable LiDAR module that comes out if needed and can retract if it wants to go under your sofa or whatever. On the other hand, here it's just that low all the time, a little bit of different technology, but at the same time the most modern technology. So this is something that is just recently designed and released. The PE model and the FE model, little bit more price friendly positioned. And here we have the significant downstep when it comes also to the dual tangling system, so it's not really that recommended for pet owners or if you have long hair and tend to lose it everywhere in your flat. So as said, it depends, what does your home look like? You have a single bedroom apartment. I mean, then is the question, why do you need a robot vacuum? But if you want to, you're totally fine with the FE model. If your home gets more complex, then you can move up that ladder. And if you have a really complex home with different floor types and even some steps where the robot has to navigate through, then you need to tend over there. And as heard, if you have a lot of furniture where you want the robot to move under, the normal Ultra. If you don't need to go under, but want the intelligence and the detangling pet owner stuff of performance, as I call it, I hope that makes sense, PE model is totally fine. So this is a great lineup and with great performance through all of those models. So there's not one of them that is worse than the other, just different use cases. That said, if you have more questions about these models, check out the description below. There you'll find also links to every one of them. And if you have more questions directly, just drop us a comment. If you liked that video, follow the channel and don't forget to hit the bell button so we can see each other next time. And maybe with a new set of vacuum robots, who knows what you can find here? Nobody knows. On my own, what's happening? I don't know what's next, but I say bye-bye.